Welcome to Writer's ER, where we untangle the tricky bits of dissertations and academic writing for doctoral and PhD students. Today, we're tackling something that might seem as tricky as solving a Rubik's Cube with your eyes closed. How to make your complex research understandable to just about anyone. Yep, you heard that right. Picture this: taking all those deep research findings, the ones you've lost sleep over, and breaking them down so anyone can grasp them, no matter their background. Let's clear one thing up from the start. Your research is a big deal. It could really shake things up, change how we think, and make a real difference. But, and it's a big but, if only folks in your field get it, its reach and its power to make a change are pretty limited. That's where making things simpler comes in. And by simpler, we don't mean watering it down. We're talking about opening doors, making your work connect and resonate with more people. First up, let's chat about language. Academia loves its fancy terms, but those can really put up walls. How about translating your work into the simplest words you can think of? For example, instead of pedagogical methodologies, why not just say teaching methods? Small tweaks like that can make a huge difference in making your work approachable. Now let's dive into storytelling. Believe it or not, every bit of research has a story in its heart. Find that story in your work. It could be about the journey of discovering something, the problem you're solving, or how your findings could change everyday life. Whatever it is, let that story guide how you talk about your research, keeping your audience hooked and wanting to know more. Visuals are a game changer. They say a picture speaks 1,000 words, and when it comes to explaining complex research, that's spot on. Use diagrams, infographics, or even animations to make your work come alive. Visuals not only catch the eye, but also help break down complicated ideas into bits that are easy to get. Don't underestimate the power of examples. Connect your research to things in the real world that your audience can relate to. If you're studying climate change, talk about how it's changing the weather, affecting food, or causing sea levels to rise. Making your work relatable pulls it out of the academic high tower and into the real world. Simplicity in how you present your work matters a lot. It's more than the words you choose. It's about organizing your information. Start with the big picture before getting into the complex details, and always loop back to why your research matters. Show your audience how everything connects, from the problem to the solution, from the question to the answer. Keeping your audience engaged is crucial. Encourage them to ask questions, to be curious, and to dive deeper. Sharing your findings isn't just about putting information out there, it's about sparking a conversation. The more involved your audience is, the more they'll take away from your research. At the heart of making complex research understandable is putting yourself in someone else's shoes. What would catch their interest? What might confuse them? How can you make them care? Answering these questions can make your research not just more accessible, but also more meaningful. Before we finish, let's remember why this skill is so important. In a world overflowing with information, but short on attention, being able to share complex ideas in simple, engaging ways is priceless. It's a skill that'll serve you well, no matter where your career takes you. We'd love to hear from you now. What tactics have worked for you in making your research accessible to a wider audience? Drop your stories and tips in the comments below. Your insights could shine a light for someone else in need. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe for more guidance, strategies, and insights to help you navigate the complex path of academic writing. We're here to ensure you don't just get by, but truly excel as you share your important research with the world. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, your research has the potential to make a real impact. Let's make sure it gets the wide audience it deserves. Until next time, keep writing, keep things simple, and keep shining.